Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Harry Brailsford from SMB Nation, and we're on the road with MickyJ, Michael Jenkins down in South Australia, just outside Adelaide. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you going up there?
I'm hanging in there. It's 40 degrees Fahrenheit and rainy up here in the Seattle area, and down there you said it's 40 Celsius
40
and
Celsius.
sunny.
It's a very big contrast, isn't it? The
Yeah.
land of the big sun, or the sunburnt country. That's us.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm on the next flight down. Let me tell you, it's our monsoon season. But hey, I wanted to reach out to you. Readers may recognize your name as being not only a longtime participant in the SMB Nation community, the small business server community. I'm going to say, were you also involved in some of the IT Pro user groups or MVP program? You did a couple of different. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Right. Well, yes, I was involved in Columnus and JITCA and MVP and RMVP. So let's explain those. I was Asia Pacific Chairman for the Global IT Community Association.
Yep.
I had 18 million delegates across Asia Pacific, involved in everything from SQL Server, Exchange Server, Azure, everything. And I helped them get things like sponsorships and pizza for their meeting rooms and projectors and places to be.
Yeah.
Columnus was very similar. An MVP for Small Business Server, which we loved. That's a great product. And also I was Asia Pacific lead for the RMVP, for the people who are retired as MVPs but still keeping in contact with the system. And as well as that, run my own business and get involved also with large projects like Scouts and Rotary groups and all sorts of other things as well, community-based.
Yeah, now before we get to the new thing you're doing, let's talk about your business. So you're a Microsoft partner, you're an MSP, you're a consultant. Quickly, what is your business? What do you do, and what type of clients do you have?
Yeah, we don't concentrate on a particular vertical. We concentrate on small business. Okay. So if you've got 400 employees, but only 4 of them have got computers, then you're a small business from our perspective. Yep. So we look after anything from 2 computers to roughly 50 computers. And we tend to find that we become that missing IT team that's part of the business. We basically become part of the business. We come in and we look after servers, workstations, cloud, whatever. Bit of help desk, a bit of programming, a bit of anything to do with IT, really.
Yep.
And we've been doing it for quite a while. I've been doing it now for about 30 years, but the business has been around for about 10 years.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, you've certainly seen the changes in the industry. Well, the real reason we're here is you reached out late last year and said, I'm doing some new things, so take it from the top. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, look, I'm starting to see lots of partners when I go to user group meetings who say, wouldn't it be great if somebody could actually tell us how this malware works? Or wouldn't it be great if someone could tell us how to avoid it? Or maybe even if we get a suspicious file, how to determine what it is so that someone doesn't go and run it. So what I've been doing is I've actually been doing this for the South Australian Police. I've actually been doing forensics, but I've not been recording it. Yeah. So here I am, fantastic piece of code that someone has spent a long time maliciously writing, and then I'm taking even more time to pull it apart and find out what it does, but I'm not recording it. And so I'm telling people about it, and they go, wow, that's really cool. I'd love to know how that worked. I'd love to know how it got in. Why don't you record it? So I've started recording my sessions, everything from screensavers to DLL files to PDFs to executables, and putting it up on YouTube. And then I've been encouraging people on YouTube to share that around, and then I'm giving out lists of tools, for instance, what antivirus I use, what firewall I use, and how I diagnose these things, so that they can go off and sandbox them or create their own little DMZ and put machines in it and start testing stuff themselves. I'm not aiming to get everyone infected, so you've got to be cautious. Yeah. But I am aiming to educate and tell people that, you know, it's not that scary to get to the bottom of these things and start avoiding them.
Yeah, and I'm showing your YouTube channel on the screen. It's very simple to get to, folks. It's // Michael Jenkins, or just search on Michael Jenkins, and you're going to bring up the home of MickyJ White Hat series and some animated cartoon characters. One thing I wanted to compliment you on is YouTube is a different animal, and I want to talk about that, but I want to compliment you on using a custom thumbnail. A lot of people don't know that YouTube is different. What's your experience with YouTube? It's a different vehicle.
Yeah, you should, everybody starts the same. We all start with a very basic video, not very much animation. Our thumbnails just say one word or whatever it is all about. It's not catchy. It doesn't keep people watching it.
Right.
If you've got a message, you need them to watch it. But you want to avoid being clickbait. So you want to be careful about having something that attracts people to the thumbnail, but not actually in your video, because people get disheartened. They won't continue to watch. They won't come back for more. So I'm trying to create colourful, catchy, a little bit edgy, a little bit different, so that you're going to watch the video. And then, of course, along with that are the words that you use, the conversation that you have. It helps to have an Australian accent. With a lot of that. I don't see why that's so cool, but it apparently is. And being animated in your videos, so throwing your hands around and being a bit louder, because everything that comes across in video is 10 times less energetic. So you've got to be energetic in your video, energetic with your thumbnail, good with your titles, really good with everything, because people have got so much choice. Yeah. YouTube has so many other channels out there.
They do.
You've got to find a niche, something that's unique, and you've got to find something that people really want to know about. And I didn't know people wanted to know about this stuff. It wasn't until I started getting people viewing it and commenting, I realized people could use this stuff.
Yeah, and it looks like you also, and I'm looking on screen number 2, but it looks like not only do you have a fair amount of content, some of the content is varied. I like that. You're putting a lot of time into this. And then the other thing I was going to comment on is, in general, not in every case, but in general, you're below 8 minutes. So let's talk about that. It seems that you're sensitive to the length of the video.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're all time poor. We all cannot sit there for hours on end. We can't watch dry things because it's not an exciting thing just over here to watch that we're going to turn on and start watching. You need to get your message out in the first 30, 40 seconds and then explain it in the next 5 minutes. So I'm going to say to you that, yes, I got this executable, it's a virus. I'm going to pull it apart and I'm going to show you this end result and how it got there. And then the next 5 minutes, I'll actually take you through that after having shown you that I've done it. And that keeps you watching. Now, what I want you to watch, again, to show you the tools, to show you how I do it, the methods, what goes through my brain, and how you should think about these things. Because in that first 30 seconds, you don't learn a lot, except that I resulted in a solution. You need to actually see the process.
Yeah.
And I need you to hang on there. Now, I find 12 minutes, too long. 15 minutes, someone's gone to get a coffee break. It needs to be around about 4 to 8 minutes.
Yeah, and I see. And again, in general, you adhere to that. So, folks, I posted the URL at the bottom of the screen so you can go over and subscribe to MickyJ White Hat Series channel. Love that nickname. And, you know, I'll end on this, that what I think is cool is, first of all, you reached out. A lot of people don't have that in them. They don't reach out and give updates for whatever reason. I don't get as many Christmas cards as I used to. I'll put it that way. So, number one, you reached out. Number two, your overused terms, reinventing yourself, transforming. I mean, you know, coming from the SBS era, I wake up every day. What I wake up thinking about is, you know, what can I do different? What can I do new? Because Small Business Server went away over 6 years ago in 2012 with the announcement. And Michael, we'll end on that. I don't know if you've seen that. I mean, I'm complimenting you, but I'm also teasing you because I've seen just a lot of people from the old crowd that kind of got stuck in their ways, brother.
But we do have to reinvent. It's great that we had a great product out there, a great following. The only thing I miss is the community.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of that's what I'm trying to bring back. That's what this is about, is to create a community of SMBs. Doesn't matter whether you use Apple, Mac, or Linux, or Windows, or what it is, malware's there. And how you pull it apart, and how you think about it. So creating that community, getting the communication happening. SMB was fantastic at that, still is, and SBS created that. Yeah, it really did, and that still exists. So, well, good luck, my friend. I'm on the next plane down because I'm shivering in the cold. The sun's about to set there, and the sun is up where you set here. The sun is up where you're at. We'll check in with you again. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Thank you.